Hello, welcome to the Management Channel once again. With this particular section, we're going to talk about team problem solving tools, not methods. We just did methods. Hopefully, you'll take a look at that. So, on team problem solving tools, often the difficulty in solving a problem is finding the root cause. What is the real reason for the failure? So, you have to do it carefully. It's usually a 6-step process to increase the chance of success in decision making and problem solving. First of all, classify and define the problem or opportunity. Set the objectives and criteria. Generate some creative and innovative alternatives. Analyze those alternatives and select the one most logical or feasible. Plan and implement the decision, and then control the decision. And if you need to go back to the planning stage to start over, that's typical. So we need to define the problem, and we want to distinguish the symptoms from the cause of the problem. So you list the observable and describable occurrences or symptoms that indicate the problem exists. Then you try to determine the root cause of that problem. What's making it happen? Can you turn it on and turn it off? Removing the cause should cause a symptom to disappear or cease, and that would be the best way to define and resolve a problem. Symptom. Let's look at one. Customer dissatisfaction. The cause, poorly trained employees. Solution, implement customer relations training program for all employees. Boom. Problem figured out, solved. There are 10 cardinal decision-making issues to keep in mind whenever you're solving a problem. 1. First of all, is there a need to make a decision? Is there really a problem? First decision is whether to take corrective action. Now, as a manager, you get paid to do two main functions. You make efficient decisions, and you solve problems. Next to the 10 cardinal decision is the mode. Who should be making the decision, and how should it be investigated? The investment. What resources does your team have to address the problem with? Options. What strategies and actions could be taken that might make a difference? And possibilities. Things that could be set into motion if action is taken, but what are the consequences? Judgment. To what extent is it likely that these effects would happen? Value. Who would be pleased and who would be upset? Does it provide value to everyone affected? And trade-offs. What would be gained, but what would be lost if this decision was implemented? And acceptability. Who needs to buy into this? Would it be acceptable to everyone involved or affected? And finally, implementation. How do we put this into practice? Innovation and creativity, how do they differ? Well, creativity is a way of thinking that generates new ideas or new resolutions. But innovation is the implementation of a new idea that brings about change. There are 3 stages in the creative process. Stage 1 is the preparation. Become familiar with the problem, generate as many solutions as possible. Stage 2 is incubation and illumination. Take some time before working on the problem again to gain additional insight. Stage 3. Before implementing the solution, evaluate the alternative to make sure that it's practical. There are 5 group decision-making techniques that help foster creativity. Brainstorming, synetics, nominal grouping, consensus mapping, and the Delphi technique. All lead to creativity and thus to innovation. Brainstorming is a process of suggesting various possible alternatives without actually evaluating them. Synetics is a process of generating novel alternatives through role-playing and fantasizing. These video game producers tend to do their stuff through synetics. Nominal grouping, process of generating and evaluating alternatives using a structured voting method among the team. Consensus mapping is the process of developing group agreement on a solution to a problem. And the Delphi technique, process of using a series of confidential questionnaires to define a solution. The process may take several revolutions. One really handy tool is the fishbone diagram, also called the cause and effect diagram. It's an approach to considering the potential interrelatedness of problems caused in decision making. Let me show you another example. Here, you would list out all the problems that could be related to material, machine and plant, any of the measurement or policies, men or people, the workforce, the environment in which it's produced, and the methods or procedures. You put your quality problem here, and you brainstorm all the possibilities that could be causing the problem. There's also the decision tree. Maintain business as is, expand the business, sell the business, and then this is the why tree. It's a combination of 5 whys where you keep asking why, all the way on down till you get to an answer. Several ways teams make decisions. Typically, managers use one of 2 methods. It's either reflexive style, which makes quick decisions without taking time to get all the information needed, or without considering some of the alternatives. And the reflective style, taking plenty of time to make decisions, gathering considerable data and information, and analyzing the various alternatives. 6-step decision-making process. Classify and define the problem or opportunity, set objectives and criteria, generate creative and innovative alternatives, analyze the alternatives and select the one most logical, and plan and implement the decision. And then control it, follow up. 3 decision-making conditions when you're classifying a problem. 1 is certainty. Each alternative's outcome is already known in advance. If we do this, we know it's going to do that. Risk. The outcome here is unknown, but the probabilities can be assigned to each outcome, and you go with the best number. And uncertainty. You have a lack of information or knowledge, making the outcome of each alternative really unpredictable, such that no probabilities can really be determined. Consensus decision-making method requires that each and every member agree to support a plan of action that represents the best or agreed-upon acceptance of the team. Everyone has to agree. It's like a jury. There's also the systematic problem solving, the 4 key steps to the 4A+2 model. Awareness, analysis, alternatives, and then action. There are also 2+ follow-up steps, assessment and appreciation. The 1A awareness step is to identify all possible problems the team might want to address and pick one to work on in the meeting. After you funnel down the choices and select the one you want to work on, you write a 1 or 2 sentence definition of the problem. The second step is to brainstorm all the potential causes of the problem identified. Post-it notes, fishbone diagram, the 5 whys, whatever. Maybe a combination of all. After you funnel down the choices and select the one you will work on, you now write a 1 or 2 sentence definition of the problem. The third step is to determine various strategies and approaches that you might be able to use to resolve the root cause of the problem. Think outside the box. Then, narrow choices to the most logical 1 or 2. Fourth step, determine how to implement and monitor the plan, deciding who does what, when, how, monitor and make corrections, or call the meeting back to the previous steps. And then the follow-up step of assessment. Team brainstorms for metrics that can be used to verify the root cause of the problem and that has been eliminated or dramatically reduced using at least 4 main categories: reactions, results, cost-effectiveness, and learning. The follow-up step of appreciation is the recognition of those who did something special or contributed a special skill or talent to help resolve the problem. Make sure you congratulate them. Simple thing to do after the team has been successful, throw a quick pizza party. Everybody enjoys that. So always congratulate the team. And we recommend you also view team problem-solving methods. Thank you and have a wonderful day.